what was and what wasn't, where is what I've been ever since I was born. At the commencement, I adorn squash, beans, and corn, lots of strings and horns. Over the beat, swing of a horn, outdrum the outcome. The child of athlete is back in action, fact not fashion. Most y'all internet has-beens, more like commercials with whack acting. From commercial to action, I'm laughing back up to laughing. I spit man, God, civilization, John G. Jackson, like a Gatlin, the last dragon. Cosmic memory of an Atlantean. E3 technology is who I am in skin. Walking the landmass is Atlas. Some say I'm batshit crazy, but that's the masses for you. Can you blame the people? Most been trained to be feeble, tame sheeple by the evil who means to keep you cashless in the fastest society, where the vax and the mass are to blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel, can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion, so please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late and hollow years. See the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective. Decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace, where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to see Lord L. I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that agua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little sun, I got bright and I could think too. I blink through a wrinkle in time, Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too, to link you to source. Yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They want to extinct you, your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, your oppressors liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun, the reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you up. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling immense pressure. Sun will store each clan better. Plant and the devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors, Iberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. I expect more from those who want to conquest except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Washington, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods where we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Hardly cushion. It's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot this sheriff meeting. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this cannical. If your brain's deeply manacled, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line, now the chief's back with bulk. That's big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's a must, we band together. Plant and the devil to stand the weather. Sun on storm, each clan land better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure, turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. Based on real life, it's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back, before I was knee deep out in them streets ganging it. Prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise. Eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, that's why now I braved the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jinns whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us for the Pontius Pilates, Herods, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly pays. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watched my uncles create music, so I beat drums. Played keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strummed. Didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True story. This is based on real life. It's before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations, now around it feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yeah, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stance. Leapt at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz, Muhammad, and Phil G. When I met her on 93rd, next Jeffrey Manor, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach, yo, I rocked her. World with backspins, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh up at Basma and on commercial. Attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard, roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula, Yusef, Rashid, Stony Island Park, CVS, School, the battleground, found passion. Another element, turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True riders, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with Sash on the dead rhyme. My guys, Dickie, Tron, advance, planes out and vanish. I do this for you and the true TUT. Clint is the bandits. True story, it's based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, that's what it feels like. True story, based on real life. This before all of jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations is what it feels like.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about to suppress rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3 pound pressure, no weight pressure. Drop the oppressor.
drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. 30-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. 30-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor.
We ain't gonna take it. You know, it's like coffee and cigarettes.
I'm laying him out. Execution staff too late, but apologetic claim. You rapped in a coca frame. My God, it's overdue. Your time is in the end. Locked down silent without sin. He put me on the ladder for justice to win. The oppressors about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Ericon. Backed by the honorable.
That's my boy. Yeah. That's my boy. I got your foot over there, man. Your foot.
Quick to pull the Glock blast and kill this dog. Any type of skill. I'm ill. Of all citizens who have it to understand. Or kneels too late when the cats get bent.
No, playing. No, stop. No. No playing, man. No. You scratch it too much, man. Scratch it too much.
So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the mountain life. We gon' win them all, so gon' pass the kite. 30-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere, big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, push, step, crush. That's how it all is, and it's like, nobody ever stopped.
You don't say much, do you?
Matrix, there's only one way to make it. If that's what God Almighty and many folks make it. Unless you plan to be a puppet or kill, I suggest you choose the right pill. We in the Matrix, there's only one way to make it. If that's what God Almighty and many folks make it. Unless you plan to be a puppet or kill, I suggest you choose the right pill. I rock the mic as I drop light. For the hit in plain sight, like satellites in the sky at night. No need to try and fight for us, it ain't coming beats. For the lost rockin' peace, Air Force One. It's like a little piece, they got us fighting.
It's cold, but I mean, it feels good.
I remember back when we took time to chill. Now these times the cricket rhymes train our minds to kill. We in the Matrix, you better choose the right pill. We lost a lot of good souls, many shoes to fill. So dude, lose your grill if you got good teeth. But that image only bring kids in the hood group. And if you looking for beef, you better check by low. On the elevated souls can go where I go. This God that I know, you'll be the rock the show. Get close
to the cool in here because it's like 70. It's kind of cool as a breeze. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain, little man.
I suggest you choose the right pill. We in the Matrix, there's only one way to make it. If that's what God Almighty and many folks fake it. Unless you plan to be a puppet or kill, I suggest you choose the right pill. Yo, I paid my dues. You never saw me in the news unless challenging these wicked crews. They may be strange to you, but there's much more to life than sparking weed or drinking on the brew.
What has it come to? I might spit it twice, do fail that we can hear it. I'm commissioned by the one that you be seeking in your spirit, and devils won't come near it. I'm appointed and anointed, and it's deeper than the thought of you keeping a joint dead. Which one of you creeps gave my brother the crack, which caused him to suffer a tragic heart attack? Now my mom's and brother Mike and me Max.
What's going on, baby? Snoop, T, what's up, Delusions, Turbo. I'm about to get it in, something. Pete, about the day, what's going on, beloved?
There's only one way to make it, and that's what God Almighty and many folks fake it. Unless you plan to be a puppet or kill, I suggest you choose the right pill. We in the matrix. There's only one way to make it, and that's what God Almighty and many folks fake it. Unless you plan to be a puppet or kill,
that's what God Almighty and many fake it.
Choose the right pill. Choose the right pill.
Yo, what's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking, everybody? What's happening? What's happening, man? I was gonna set them up on Tiki Flicky Flocky, because you know there's that platform is a platform for the most narcissistic of individuals. Today around 12 o'clock, I'm getting rid of Facebook completely. I'm deactivating all the Facebook accounts. I had enough. You know, as y'all know, they want you to do a login where you want to create a this, that, no, we're done with all that. They're doing that because they're bringing that bastard over here, that sociopath. You know who. I'm not gonna say no name. Do y'all know who the president of Ukraine is? Do you know who Zelensky? Do you know his background? What he is? I'm not talking about sex and all. I don't care about that. It's the last thing you should be even focused on. You know how he became the president? Okay. Because see, I already expressed, I did a little short video. I was going to upload it in here. I says, no, it's a little racy. Where I expressed the fact there's a lot of melanated individuals or carbon-based individuals, if you want to consider them that, who have always worked with the enemy. Now, it's deep. And why do I say that? Because you see what they're doing with P. Diddy, right? Well, how come they haven't gone after Clive Davis? What about all these politicians who are actually writing fake laws and stuff that don't apply to you who visited that island? Why was it Obama a week ago over there in the UK speaking? Nothing is supposed to be in secrecy, yet they're doing it, showing you the correlation. The three. Y'all think Father, Son, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. It's not. It's a lie. What I love about Max V's song, that last one I played it, but you are the gods. You just haven't arose to the occasion because, see, there was a war here a long time ago, but not too long ago. That was beyond the war. Any war that can ever, all these wars together that they call wars, these are not wars. It's like you calling these trees forests. Those are not forests. Those are not real trees. You know, when we fell, they came and they chopped down our giant trees. They switched everything around. Some of us knew it already. That's why we speak about it. And the rest of you were indoctrinated, sadly, because your families were broken. I've had enough of these wayward Negroes. And the fact that y'all even entertain them is beyond reciprocal. Y'all should know better than that. You shouldn't be debating and arguing. If you're following people who do that, you should unfollow those individuals. You should stop giving them a knee to lean, to bend with, because they're not doing it with theirs. You need to stop giving eyes for them to see so they can stop feeding their ego. Ears to hear because they've lamented on the fact of you listening that they don't have to hear the foolish they say because you have bought into it. Stop it with the fake black and white. There is carbon-based, melanated, unadulterated, well, was, and there's light skin. We were many shades. If you know anything about welding and copper or anything, or smelting and whatever, then you should know that. But the majority of you aren't that. Because, see, most of you shouldn't be teaching nothing. Because the majority of you aren't meant to do it. There are those of us who is in our bloodline and was always meant to be. And then there are those who are supposed to take it and run with it. And there are those who are supposed to manifest other things. Yet because of these platforms, and the enemy knew this, a lot of you would think that you're teachers, and you are not. You don't take the time to research, and when you do, you run with the information given without further acquiescing anything else that is meant to do, or what you are actually meant. I spoke on this before. Not everybody's meant to do the same thing, yet we're all great and of the greater of greatness. Me and Big Jers was having a conversation. He's at work right now. Big Mike Spivey. I love it that me, Snoop, there's a plethora of us from where I'm from. You know, Rondo's from Jersey. It's not about being from Jersey, because that's the last place you want anybody from, because that's where the feds get all their traders. Okay? In New York, in Philly. Dead ass. You take it however you want to take it. But the last thing that was the most important thing that we've always recognized, regardless of what we're talking about, like people think Batman's the greatest thing. Batman was an enemy. Whether it's coming out of what you call it down there by Peru, Bolivia, wherever, I forget where it's at. Regardless of that, that was an enemy. And you always seen the characters that ran with or fought against Batman, right? The Penguin, and then the Riddler, the Joker, blah blah, Catwoman, blah Iceman. The reality is, it's a story flipped upon his head based on steeped in truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, that original Superman was written by the Negro, but you saw, I read the Gujars that took it. And he was out of Detroit, bad mob cat, right? If we want that bad, why did the movie industry push the Italians with the mafia big, but yet you had the melanated, our mafia, that was stronger and worse? But they don't want you to see that because they had to keep up with the fake white cities and the white fake, it's not even a right. It's a privilege, this so-called white superiority, which there is nothing and never existed. But limited in your heads because of what they conscripted. A handful of deaths when there were still too many of us because we fought back. They never tell you them stories. I got books showing you all the stories where we kick their behinds every time. But they want you to know, so-and-so was lynched. So you can have all the bad guys. Right now, the inmates, right now, the criminals, the sociopaths are running around in all the legal statuses and the costumes that you think is supposed to be to protect you. When I keep telling you, this government's a fraud. They don't protect nothing. Most of these people don't know their true history. That's why they have to do what they do, because it keeps division. If you're meant to teach, you'll know it. Now, you're supposed to nurture the youth. Don't get them jabbed up with a whole bunch of crap. It doesn't matter, because they're going to continue to lie because they're in control of the narrative. They're going to say, dirt, this, false information, so don't get caught up in that. Just stop parlaying with it, because you don't have to. You're not, first of all, my doctrinist brothers and sisters, you're not citizens of nothing. That's why it was written that we self-identify. That's why you have a lot of hyper-ignorant people running around, professing this and that and all this and other stuff. The fact that I tell you it's beyond religion, people have a hard time accepting that. I can't help it if you're deeply engraved because you keep coming across something in a book that says in a religion and religion. That just shows you that they've got you popped. Pop goes the weasel. You refuse to come out of her. What am I talking about? Pandora's box. Are you aware of the story about Nakarkis? Y'all know about Atlantis, right? About the rings? Y'all ever heard about the one that was up in the mountain? Supposedly the last one that actually worked. Not everybody is from here, y'all. And when I tell you there are other things that exist, you better know it. I don't care what you think, you better know it. You better pay attention. Everybody says REM sleep's the best sleep. Is it really sleep or is it slumber? Or does it pertain to something else? Slipstreaming. Symbiotic connection to something that you're not connected to here. The problem is most of you can't remember or see it, right? It's symbiotic, right? Are you physical? Are you just a life form? Are you just man and woman, or are you sentient? The more you downplay yourself with all the narratives they create intrusively, the lesser you will ever arise to the occasion to be what you're supposed to be. Now, hyperbolically, this might sound crazy and fanatical, right? Yet you continue to see it and you continue to deny it because there's no plausibility. Delete Laws was just arrested, right? He's a constitutional escort, a lawyer. That's what he does. Based on a system of lies. I told you the criminals are all in the positions. And obviously, if you go and watch Delete Laws when he was in his court case, James Freeman's taking up right now, using this channel, doing his channel to keep, stuff going. You look up who's the magistrate, she's no judge. And you look at his, that he paid for, pathetic, same thing, one of them Gujars. They don't care about laws, natural, or this, that, and other. And he knew, because Delete Laws is a Mexican brother. I love him to death, man. I don't care. I love him. I respect him. We've conversated. I'm not here to support him or anything against. The reality is, until you people start waking up, because right now the world's going crazy because of what Putin did. He opened the vaults, the icons, the truth of history. Just like I told you the paintings I saw when I was over in Italy and Germany. We're everywhere, the history. But here, the old world, India is superior, Asia, because we're Asiatic, we're not Oriental. But Oriental has nothing to do with the people. See, y'all don't know the truth of certain things because they have taken everything and scrabbled it up all over the place. And everybody runs what they've been subjugated to by those put in position, those sociopaths, dynastically, those sociopaths, those sick, diseased individuals. They have put them in this place where they don't have to be touched. But you get to watch one of the mumbling fools right now that's not even the person from 74. But nobody's having that discussion. Right now they're talking about over there in Baltimore, the bridge that came down. Did y'all notice when you looked at the video, when the tanker, when it hit it, did y'all see how it came down? Doesn't that remind you of two big things? I remember I went there. I know what thermite looks like. I know what thermite burning looks like. The smolder for like days on end after it came down for weeks. That was the only thing that can do that. And there was no thermite in the building. But they wanted us gone. Because those of us, they were asked, well, what was your background in the military? I worked in orders. Oh, we don't need your help here. After working with Red Cross to hand out Gatorade and juices and waters. After they didn't want us up on the rubble pound. I already seen, some of the body. They didn't want us there. My boy, Daniel Smith, went there for construction. He was blabbering with it. A lot of us was up there. Man, I lived in New York at the time. Well, back and forth between Jersey and New York. I'm not here to talk about that. Just like I'm not here to talk about Kenny and all the other ones. Who was the president that was murdered after the World's Fair? Well, a certain part of it. Why? They never tell you that. But if you go and look and see what he was attempting to do, he didn't want nothing destroyed. What do they always do? Why do you think Niger, which is really most of our people taken from all over here, all up and down, Alaska all the way down? Oh, they were Mongol. There were these Mongol brothers right here in Alaska. They were brought here, and Kit Carson was part of the transport in certain ones to certain places. All right, once they were educated after 20-something years. In them Indians, there was no boarding schools. That came later on, in the mid-1900s. See, what amazes me, they don't know this. Well, how would you know it if you only accept the history given to you? And do you think we're supposed to sit there and argue and fight with people who don't matter to us? That's why I never got into all that. I moved on my land like my ancestors did. No fear, no nothing. I don't care. See, I know how it is. See, that's why I'm saying this. And I say it with authority, not the fake authority. I say it with some real stuff. When I say I know, I get tired of seeing it. I would just like to see it happen already. But the majority of you ain't ready for nothing. Nothing. How many of y'all know about Osirian? The buildings up under the ground. They're always showing you Egypt, right? They never show you the buildings up under this ground where they fill them all in, except for the ones they've been messing with. Right? These things go deep under the ground because I keep telling you the topsoil and everything you see is not what it used to be. And yet even there, when you come up above the ground, you see these buildings, you see water lines up on the buildings that none of you ever pay attention to. You don't see them on the pyramids of Giza and stuff because the idiots over there, when they're given the land, they went and started chipping all of it away, the limestone, to build up these dumbass religious places and buildings. So you don't see the watermarks that were on the pyramids. to see how high the water rose. And most of the sediment and the sand there ain't originally there. That's why the Sphinx was covered up. Like the one over here in the Grand Canyon with the ISIS Tower and all those buildings that they want to keep you hidden from that belong only to you. But because some of our ancestors became culpable and corrupt and messed with things they weren't supposed to. I'm not here to get into that story. You know the old story about eating meat makes you strong because you take the energy? How is a scared animal that suffers pain supposed to make you strong? Don't that sound familiar? And when they realized eating us was deadly to them, you think they're going to sit there and say that to you? Y'all really don't know, do you? Our women is the energy. It's the power. Our men, we are the strength. They don't have men running around identifying as the sentient beings they're supposed to be, and the women as the sentient beings they're supposed to be, then you are destroyed. You can't lean on what may come, order, and all that. You have to make a choice, and y'all think this choice is some game? It's like it's some gamble. Y'all just don't get it, man. That's like the idiot people running around killing people because of fiat to be powerful and murder. They don't get what's coming for them. Man, that hell they gave y'all, that was just immediate because of pain. You know, it's like to burn your finger and all that other stuff, and hyperbolic is passed around for a very short time. You can't even imagine a million times worse, and y'all think it's about fire? I know I threw some things up there, right? Because see, even the things that don't know nothing about it, they believe they can challenge and fight anything. There's something that created them. They didn't create the damn self. See, that's how stupid the world is. And when I say end, I am not talking about some particular little damn place. And some would say in their ignorance, no, that's the case of what you got to worry about. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. See, that's where you start to understand the deepness of the broken. That's like that little Mexican guy walking with the leg from the train, the guy who was hit by the train or committed suicide or whatever, right? Excuse me. You got to look it up yourself. I'm not getting into it. Walking around with it, right? And they arrested him. ToLU'S, whatever his name, right? I really don't get how deep and how sick this world has become. And y'all would think that it happened like this before? Are y'all retarded? This is the lowest this is the lowest y'all have ever been, and y'all are so divided. So that means their experiment is working. Problem is, they weren't supposed to be doing this. None of y'all get it. Did y'all really look at the bridge? So y'all just saw, oh, it hit. And you see how it went right to it, all that room? It wasn't moving fast, y'all. They said the power went out. I saw the lights keep coming on and going off. Like you can't turn the rudders. You can run back. Every ship has a second thing where you can steer the rudders. And the water wasn't going crazy, y'all. Then when they hit, there's a low explosion. And then all of a sudden, both of the bridges just come down like out of nothing. I don't know. Any history there? I'm working on the bridge. Anybody know about? Were there people working up on there? Matter of fact, 12 of the people working up on it died, didn't they? What were they doing? Were they MK Ultra? Were they up there to make sure that certain boats were removed? And while they were up there, the boat came and they waited under the arresting program? See, y'all don't really have a clue. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying what do y'all see? Because y'all not allowing yourselves to see no further than your freaking, y'all can't even see them. Y'all can't even see your nose. And you ain't in your head. You're outside your head. That's what you want to call this thing. Your cabasa, your dome. I don't know. These terms, man, they get on my nerves. I said I know how it ends. It's not a game. I know they having a hard time with it. I'm here to tell you, I know how it ends. And it ain't good. Let me read these to you. Inner peace creates peace in the world. None of y'all have inner peace. You don't know how to love yourself. Your love is just a word. Be kind to others, but always be compassionate to yourself. So I can't lie to you. I love you. But it doesn't mean that I'm supposed to embark on this treacherous, treasonous path and lie to you to make you comfortable. You crazy? Uncage your heart. Free your heart. Let it be wild. Live brave and stay wild. So what does wild mean to you? You think it means free range chickens and animals not in the zoo? Is that what you think it is? Aren't y'all in the zoo? Haven't y'all become a burden, a perpetual beast of burden by the narrative they created? Children, you call them kids and girls and boys. And I'm just saying, y'all. They say parenting has nothing to do with nurturing. I'm just asking, man. I'm not going to get into that whole leviathan of a staple of whatever. But think about it. Wild has nothing to do, because y'all have accepted this word called civility. But then they call it the Civil War that establishes the New World Order, right? What is so complicated, people? Ain't nobody voting for this crap, this war, none of this stuff. They're talking about bringing back people before who were retired. Y'all gonna, like, you know what the problem is? You have too many light skins who actually believe in their fake whiteness, right? Who think they're superior and they're the dumbest some bitches walking the earth. I don't bite my tongue. Yes, you are. Give a damn about what you accomplish. It don't mean nothing. Challenge me on it if you want. You're so damn badass and so perfect. How come you didn't invent the airplane, the propelling airplane? Yes, James S. Adams invented the airplane, not the Wright brothers. The biscuit cutter, the folded bed, the coin changer, the rotary engine, Andrew J. Beard, car coupler for the trains. Obviously, there's a reason why we did that. And the letterbox, the stainless steel pads, you know what that goes for, right? Torpedo discharger, why would we do that? Disposable syringe, obviously, home security system, right? Corn planter, the cotton planter. Come on, y'all. Ironing board, street sweepers, horse bride bit, the bridle bit, the horseshoe itself, right? The lawnmower. Well, we think y'all, most people of melanated thinks y'all did because all they show in the movies, y'all changing horseshoes when we're the original cowboys. Let's go on. Listen to this one. The typewriter, the train alarm, the coupler, the decoupler, train alarm, the image converter, but they want you to believe they created the TV and took pictures. No, they just stole it from us. How about this? Radiation detector, automatic fishing reel, ice cream, water quality algorithm, mold printing press. Why would we do that? Because we know something was wrong. Envelope sealer, the laser. Listen to this, y'all. Laser fuels, pressure cooker, window. I'll read this 1,000 times. I got much more though. All right. Window cleaner, pencil sharpener, fire extinguisher. Oh, and the locks, people. Yes. Shoe lacing machine. I remember having that. Lubricators. Didn't need it. Oh, wait. How about the rocket catapult on the carriers and stuff? Just the rocket catapult, period. The elevator. You want me to read the names again? The gas mask. Yeah, you weren't smart enough to do that. Traffic signal. You probably still be out there killing yourselves in our vehicles that were ran on free energy. Which they had to get rid of. How about the hairbrush? Because y'all damn sure wasn't combing your shit talking about the wig party and running around with natted hair. It wasn't even dreads. How about the super absorbent polymers? The heating furnace, the blimp, the airship. That's right. We're talking about Jeff Pickling if you're having a hard time with that one. The folding chair, the hand stamp, the fountain pen, the dustpan. Oh, we some very dirty people, right? Insect destroyer, Baby Buggy. Now, you got to remember, some of this stuff was made in the 1800s. Sugar refinement, not from beets. We're talking about from cane sugar, not the poison that them fake Gujars will start making. The clothes diner, the cellular phone. That's right. If y'all don't remember about Henry Sampson, that's your problem. How about the curtain rod? Oh, y'all just like people watching y'all do nasty things because you ain't have no morals. We already read about that in Arthur Kessler's 13th Tribe. The pressing comb, because we didn't all have afros all the time. We the ones that had the first beauty shops and everything else that taught y'all, because y'all ain't had it nowhere. The lawn sprinkler, the automobile gear shift, the street sweeper, the urinalysis machine, which later became the same thing to clean the blood because of the poisons these goofy bastards from Rockefeller and everybody else was making and poisoning everybody. How about the horse riding? So you should be taking your hats off and clapping your hands, but some of these monkeys have a hard time with what, Putin just opened up the vaults? He figured, why not? If we're going to all go away. Showing you the truth of who we are. And it wasn't Jesus and Mother Mary. It was who we were as far as the Atlanteans, the true people, and the heirs of this damn land. You monkeys. How about this? The piano, the player one that you see in the movies is ding, 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 and, you know, playing in the Westerns, right? The door stop, the door knob, the arm for the record player, the player playing. Come on, y'all. The shoe itself. So when you see who became the Keeblers, the fake ones that came and took our stores because we were in buns of clothing and putting food and shoes on your feet and food on your tip. How about the photo print wash? How about the photo embossing machine? How about the postal letterbox? How about the toilet commode? Yes, the furniture caster. The things that make so you can slide the furniture around, for those who don't know. How about the fact that Robert Fleming Jr. recreated the guitar? Not just the fact that ex-Navy SEAL, who will always be a Navy SEAL in my eyes, Predator and WWE, once governor, you know, Mr. Sergeant Slaughter himself. Jesse Ventura told you who created all the damn music. But you son bitches still want to run around with your fake white supremacy and these goofy-ass fake Gujars and keep playing and getting y'all confused. How about the golf tee? Yes, how about the motor itself? Thermal hair curlers, lantern, gas burner, kitchen table, the bicycle frame. Yeah, you know, y'all just like to eat it right off the bone, right? The bicycle frame, what we created, the bicycle, the wrench, the eye protectors, the egg beater, the defroster, the air conditioning unit, the two-cycle gas engine, which is not even the motor, which we created the car. Internal combustion engine, starter generator, the refrigeration controls, clothes dressers, bottle caps, electric lamp, hydraulic shock absorber, refrigerator, the mop, water generators, the stair climbing wheelchair, fire escape ladder, telephone transmitter, electric cutoff switch. But yet I showed you, they showed Thomas Edison making the first phone. Man, get out of here. Nothing but thieves. Relay instrument, the telephone system, electromech brake, the galvanic battery, how about the electric railway system, the roller coaster, the auto air brake, the helicopter, the sandy phone, yes, the super soaker, the blood plasma, ice cream. And you see who took over that so they can put the germs to kill you all when you're eating it. I don't know. I'm just saying that's just in my own opinion, IMO. The pacemaker controls. Oh, my goodness. The Grant's missile. Yes, y'all. The space shuttle retrieval arm. The programmable, what was that thing called? The remote controls. All the remote controls, the programmable ones. The video commander. The multi-stage rockets. The potato chip, GPS. Well, I don't want to keep going on. The X-ray, used as a weapon. When they knew frequency and healthy chlorophyll, like vitamin and mineral, would change everything. We didn't create fluoride because we weren't trying to poison everybody and kill them. We weren't trying to pull minerals from your bones and make you weak. We weren't putting glyphosates and everything else that didn't have to be extracted when we were dealing with rubber trees, because that's what our ancestors did as far as rubber. It's all the other books I got. But you ain't gonna sit here saying nothing. You know why? Because I tear you up. You ain't gonna come over here opening your little weak mouth. Nobody out there's gonna say nothing while they running around using stuff our people made. I'm an inventor because I know our history. You ain't gonna sit here with your fake ego and everything while you're ego tripping because you don't know nothing because you're running around. We even help work with a lot of weapons, but they don't want you to know that, and I don't want you to know that either. And I'm so tired of the lies. But you won't see none of them worthless Negroes come over here. Yeah, that's African. Oh, we ain't African American, retard. I already showed you who owned the patent to that. Well, who owned the witch-call to that, right? Because it's made up, and you got a bunch of goofies. Y'all people, you allowing them to run around thinking that. You ain't got to argue and fight with them. But you can see the agents when they step out of the pocket and say, oh, well, I'll debunk you based on this, that, and other. And I'll be like, listen to this here. And when I see them, I just take a screenshot of them, and I go about my business. Then you just go to the library, you download the picture of them, and you keep it. And you share it with people, the right people. Now, I'm not saying this with hate, man. I don't have to. It's natural. What I'm expressing, you won't see none of them come over here. I don't care if they come and see it up here. They won't say nothing because they can't do nothing. I would love to see y'all snap about your coma. We got one more time for all y'all to come and visit. And don't show up. And then show up at the door later when things are really going down. I'll show you. That's a warning. Tired of playing these games with you weak men. We need nothing but strong individuals. Strong individuals. There's too much weakness in the world now. Men who don't put their foot down with a broken woman say, not today, honey. We're going to make this better. You can keep it moving. Women that says, I'm not tolerating that. You're supposed to be the protector. And if there's something wrong here, then we need to address it together. Because a lot of you women are false like that. You're broken and you won't admit it. But you just haven't had the right man bring that to your forefront because you think you got fight in you. You ain't got nothing in you. You haven't acquiesced to the truth of who you are and what your potentials are. You weak ass men, I'm tired of you. We didn't ask it that way, but damn it, we didn't fight hard enough to not get that way, huh? One more time. Matter of fact, next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend. Everybody be paid, right? Because I'm going to start getting rid of stuff. It's time. I'm waiting for T to come because I want him to come, Cali, come on here, and he can stay here, and we're going down to we're going to say Tucson. And anybody else, you stay where you at. I'm getting tired. I don't beg shit. Stay right where the fuck you at. Box up a lot of shit. It ain't nothing but a day's work. All the times I moved myself, buying U-Hauls, $6,000-$7,000 spent on nothing. I could have threw half, 3/4 of that shit away, gave it away. And I always end up giving it away anyway. And to keep the shit that I always kept. Y'all don't get it, man. Minimalist or minimalizing doesn't rob you. It reestablishes your connection to order. They could tell you when they come here, man, I'll be like, I don't even pay attention to this shit I got. Because it ain't nothing. But I look at things. All they did was made everything a weapon they took from us. Right? Who made the original television tube? Ergo, so who made the first radio and TV? Oh, y'all got all the, because as inventors, that's the term we use. It's a different word, but it's good to know all the inventions. Oh, you didn't know that. Some African made it? Tell me about the African that made this stuff. How about we used to make it here and everybody else kept the upkeep? Until it was realized that we had pretty much succumbed again because of these dumbasses getting all into cults and stuff. I hate that occult word, but all right. And so we fell from the inside out. It's always the same. And we have dumbasses now talking about they sages and this, that, and the other. No, you are not. Humble yourself. Stop claiming to be something you're not. Be what you're supposed to be, and that's an existence. And start fucking existing. I hate when people says, oh, I'm this, and I'm like, oh, I don't have no feelings and emotions. I'll be like, I can't even smell you. So no, you not. But I'm not gonna sit there. We're coming to the point where I'm gonna say, don't even do it. Niggas pick up some tarot cards. You don't know what that's doing. It's undoing you. Leave that shit alone. Motherfuckers talking about Reiki don't know the first thing about what Reiki means. Rape yourself. Because they're initiated and indoctrinated into a world that is partial. And you don't need none of that shit. You just need to open your fucking eyes for once in your little mediocre life. Excuse my language. And be who you're supposed to be. Balance, y'all. I ain't trying to stop shit. I'm saying, not saying I could or couldn't. I'm just saying I'm not here to stop a goddamn thing. I just want to bask in the light of this shit. I'm serious. If that sounds sociopathic, what the fuck happened? Whatever, man. I'm thinking about having a couple of fucking burgers. My boy said he got some ground burgers and stuff. I was like, you know, I got to be there to make sure. I want to make sure they got you. He started laughing and said, hey, you saw the cow we cut up? I was like, oh, yeah. And some beer. I'm having me a 6-pack of beer. I'm only going to drink 2 beers. Because I'm 2 beers and I'm laid the fuck out. But we had 3 bottles of wine. I didn't need to drink most of it. I went upstairs. I don't know if I was farting and blowing bubbles out my nose and snoring at the same time, but I guarantee you, we was all out like a light. Listen, ladies, y'all have been in here playing gin rummy laughing, but I'm just saying, me, T, and Brian, man, look, we had a great time. It was a wonderful thing to be able to hold conversation, but I'm tired of the world of lies. We need to stop all this race and color crayon crap. There's no such thing as a white man, and damn sure ain't no such thing as a black man. You know, people in other countries more melanated than us running around talking about black Americans. They don't say that to me. I'm off doctors. I mean, yeah, okay, I had the card. I know, blah, blah, considered native and white, whatever. Man, listen to me. Talk out of pocket and you can pull a wrench. I'm just saying. Thank goodness there's some of us this shade who actually know who can put foot up and put hands on, and I don't advocate violence, all right? And we're the teachers. You want to talk about Levitical? You want to get into the root truth of it? We have light-skinned brothers too who are bloodlines. And I made sure to let T and Ganja see that, who are O positive and family members who are O negative. And they are our bloodline. You could think whatever you want. But see, the enemy knew how to flip and split and change the narrative and make enemies of everybody. Y'all really don't get it. I'm not here to make nobody believe in nothing. You got to do your own footwork. But I'll walk with you. You know what I mean? We're still great people. The monkeys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you saw the video with the charges going out, the priest of ashes. You saw that? Yo, I saw up close one. I was sitting there, well, who was recording that? This thing was, I don't know, zoomed in. Like, who was sitting there waiting for that to happen? I'm like, wait a minute. And that's why I love my brothers who know about the Black Swan event. Why do you think I was talking about this right here? Because some of y'all think this is a game. Y'all think it's a joke, don't you? See, a lot of us veterans, there's some of us that know some things. But you have given all your cards. You have given all your cards to the enemy, and they shuffle them and deal them. Make sure you got losing hands and fake promises. Think you have a winning hand. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was crazy. Was it the house that the Masons built? No. Well, yeah, it's a false house. Because, like I said, I know more about the Masons than know about themselves. I was afforded the time to meet certain individuals that not everybody's able to meet in Edinburgh, Scotland. That's why I don't really partake in that. No, that's where the definition of dumb comes from. That's the division, the divisor, the tactics. These people were seeking retribution and forgiveness. And I was 20 years old, 21 years old. The second time that I went there, because I like going to King James Castle and seeing the truth compared to the lies. But it's what I had to do in order to be told what I was told. And that was just a small part of what would become part of a greater picture, you know? So it's the house that the enemies built, that we allowed, and we built right along with them. One thing I don't have to do is, like, I don't have to make up nothing. Now, I do like to tell a little lie. It's not a lie. I like to hyperverbally, like give something to, mold the direction a little bit. But then I come back, I bring it back because I don't know everything. I'm not supposed to. I know what I'm supposed to know. You know what I mean? And there's far too many people that don't know nothing. And they're keeping this grapevine or grapeline with no grapes or with rotten fruit on it, and that's going to stop one way or the other. But it'd be a blissful thing to see the people stop it themselves. So I'm not going to talk about that and how many lives were lost. What for? Were the lives truly lost? Or is that the perception that we're supposed to have and take up? I'm here to tell you that what y'all should be focused on is you. And the things that you believe, I don't believe in the word believe. I don't know what that means. I don't, even when I use it, it's like empty. Like I just use it twice and I don't even get nothing from it. I don't know. And I don't want to know. How about that? I'm just aware that distractions are meant to be exactly what they are, even if it's just for a moment. And as y'all see how things lay out, whether gone or here, however it happens, if we keep giving energy to that, you're never going to have enough energy for yourself because you're not even doing nothing to charge the energy up you have now. So how can you ever walk into your truth? How can you arise to the conclusion of waking up, true waking up? Because the moment we started waking up, which has been going on for a long time, but it started really building, they started doing more stuff. You notice that? And then the first thing which cause did to create the woke movement. That was to create interference. And then they started putting people on lists like it was supposed to mean something, like who gives a damn? See, when you have fear, you move, you're inoculated. So therefore you move in their dialect. You dig? Everybody that plays a part on YouTube and all those platforms, all the people in the background thinking they hiding, all the hacks and all the little goofies, you're not going to like how it ends for you. That's all I got to say, nothing else. You're going to detest every moment that you played a part. And you won't be able to say nothing. And it's not even I want to be there. So keep holding on to your little fictional world. Remember, I used to visit all the people that committed suicide and survived. Keep on being stupid. Go right ahead. I visited a lot of them that didn't either. Hold on to your fake little world of it. Your consistent inconsistencies are perverse because it feels good. South Park, Colorado's not going to benefit you. You'll see. You'll see. It's supposed to be controlling the breath to build up mental air, spirit, and breathe is all we can control it at the start. No, you control everything. But in order to get to that place of what they call control, I really detest that term. But order, right? Natural. Yeah, you have to build up your breath, but it's more than that. You have to reset. And in order to reset, you have to get some things up for a few days, maybe weeks. But there are other things you have to do too, sadly. And most people aren't going to guide you the way they do it, to ground. Now they're putting things in the air that when it rains and it gets on the ground, you know what it's like with the cross wires, right? So those things that they're spraying when it touches the ground and you put your feet with them pores, the biggest pores in your body, besides the openings, pores on your feet. So when you step on a less mineralized and you got these things, and you stand on it and you're grounding, if you don't know how to breathe and correct certain things, it's creating that cross wire effect. If you get what I'm saying. I don't want to say too much because I think they know because of what I'm saying. But that's awareness. I'm not really supposed to talk about everything because I don't know everything. I don't need to know everything. I just know about order. And I don't like to step out of order every once in a while because of who I am. But look, y'all need to learn how to love and be happy. And right now, none of you are happy. Nor do you know what love is because you don't love the situation or the thing you're in. Some of you have a whole lot of things bearing down on you, and it seems heavy. I'm here to tell you it's not. You have choices, and yet you don't know how to correct yourself and make the proper choices because you elude and loathe to believe that you're the benefactor to cry, I need reparations. My peoples came on a slave boat. Black lives matter. White lives matter. Blue lives matter. That's just retarded. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? That's not order. That's more stitch in time. And it won't save none. You keep playing. It won't save none. You keep saying eat the nine, right? Y'all keep playing around. I'll see you on the other side. Is there more than one of you? If you believe that, you're retarded. Now, are there others like you? Of course. Not like you, but don't worry about that. You can't even process yourself here. Y'all got work to do, and you're not. You've been misled by people who will guide you everywhere else. You know? So I said, not this weekend coming up, but the weekend after, the invitations come open for everybody. I don't care where you sleep at up in here. Come on. It's just that way it is. I'm gonna break out some boxes. I'm gonna be picking up some boxes today so I can start packing all the little crap that I don't care nothing about. Maybe somebody else want to take. I don't know. And the things they're going to show is all the big stuff. I don't want none of this stuff. Some of y'all would say, that's just crazy. What if everything shuts down? Well, what if everything shuts down? Then what? Then you're going to be sitting your butt on the floor. You don't know how to make whisker chair. You don't know how to make anything no more. There's no electricity. You don't have no solar panels. You don't know how to make it with 2-part resins and getting all the CDs and copper wire. You don't even know where to get that at no more, right? Y'all don't. Do you know how to make a converter? Do you know how to take? I can't sit here and say everything, all right? Y'all know I've discussed this stuff before. But capacitors to store the energy and get the right electrodes and which ones and diodes, you only need 3 and 2. And put it on a platform, solder it. Where to put a switch as far as to say where your breaker is or this terminal, and make it so where you can turn it on and on to release power. That way that you have it's like a converter. It's not hard to build one. And that way you have applied energy if you want to say DC, but you can break down a current. If you have the capacity to stop the discharge over a certain period using certain things, do you know how to do you know how to smelt sand? What sand, silica-based sand to use to make glass? Do y'all know how to do any of it? Do you know how to make the clay molds first of all, how to refine rocks and to get, aluminum or the iron and the steel ore? Do y'all know how to make chunk coal? Because you don't know how to tap into the natural ether of things because you've been disassociated and disconnected from it. How many of y'all know how to weld? Hell, can some of y'all actually hold a screwdriver in your hand and turn it right without stripping the screws or the right ones? How many of y'all are willing to sweat and work even if it was the last day to know that you would work for something that's better? Swing a pickaxe, a shovel. to communicate without getting all emotional, to put yourself aside for a moment so that way you can adapt to who you truly should be and not the lie you've been living. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, I don't know nothing, but I'm gonna talk about some things I know. And I appreciate everybody, the new subscribers. I appreciate all of you. The world's got to come together, or we can stay apart and fight over meaninglessly over nothing and become nothing. That's how everybody acts now. Everything around them is of the most worst, unharmonic. Just, and most can't see it because there's nothing harmonious. Wouldn't you like to have that harmony again? To at least tap into it and know for the next generations without being selfish that they're going to establish it? Or would you like to just keep lying and passing down more lies and further in the sump so they'll be subjugated to be the slaves that they've only written about recently, to become the very things they've convinced you in your head that you never were? Well, it seems to be working that way. Oh, wow. Be the light, not the shana. Okay. Appreciate y'all taking the time to come and listen to my morning rant, which I wasn't not going to do, but we are in, well, most people are in a state of mourning. Like to see you come up out of it. Appreciate, again, all the subscribers. I'll be back to read a few hours. Like I said, I gotta pick up some boxes and stuff. All right, and we'll take it to where it needs to go. You know what I mean? It's number love and light, y'all. That's what you gotta see. You gotta have that order, man.